Okay, hi, it's Delray Cross. I'm out of focus here a little bit. There I am. I'm better, right? I don't know. Doesn't really matter because why would I be using a filter if I didn't want it to look weird? I am reading the very last month of January poems that I currently have, which is this year's versions. We've gone from the 2006 January poems to the now 2023, and then there will be 2 months more left of poems to read to you before I'm caught up to mostly the present day. I have to read a few months of this year's because I didn't when I was originally reading them. So this has been about I don't know how long it's been. It's now toward middle of September 16th, 2023. I've been recording these for at least a couple of years, but I think mostly it's been the brunt of them has been last August till now, probably mostly this year. And I'm kind of been speeding forward, amazed that I've done as much as I have, given that I've got 4,000. I don't know. It's approaching 4,100 of these poems, and that's what the anachronisms are. It's a project I've been working on, in which it's a sort of autobiographical, but by that I only mean mixing 2 time periods in my life, usually by looking at diary entries, or originally anyway, kind of some, either writing something from those or kind of adding in something flavor from what's going on presently. So and then creating something new from that. And then I also have a lot of like a little structured series within the poems, like write a month of sonnets, write a month of poems with epigraph by John Ashbery, which I love to do, or acronymic poems. Recently I did about 70, the longest series within the series that I did, acronymic love poems based on little paint chip cards that I picked up somewhere. All right, so this is going to be a fairly long poem, not that long, but pretty long, so I won't talk much more, but I did want to just say I'm just glad. I'm going to be glad to get rid of this. I think if I have any advice to give as a writer, it should be ridiculous, but I would say, take some time off every once in a while, maybe. And if you take a month off, I would suggest maybe January. That's just my current state of mind based on the poems that I'm reading that have all been January for the last one. How many sit-downs I've ever had here to read to you these individual anachronisms and record them for this YouTube playlist, which will work hand in hand with the Anachronisms blog, located at, and you can read along with me, anachronisms.blogspot.com. And that anachronisms is spelled with a ZMS at the end rather than SMS. ANACHRONIZMS.blogspot.com. I've been posting these things for over 18 years now. I didn't start them right when I started writing them, the posting of them, but the blog is a great kind of platform for them, I think. And so probably what I have already decided that after I finish recording all these, I'm then going to embed each within each individual poem of the 4,000 some odd poems. So it's a lot of work, but it's a good thing for me right now, since it's been kind of a lifesaver, really, to be doing this project and continuing to write them. Although I'm having a very strange thing this last week or two. It's not something I ever get. It's just like write a little bit of what people call writer's block. To me, that's mostly just I'm just too lazy to write sometimes. I don't know what it is exactly, but I just don't. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm really generally very, very disciplined, and I do think it's kind of laziness. It's just a discipline. You just sit down and you start doing it. Listen to me, like I know what I'm saying. Here we go with the second poem posted January the 3rd, 2023. The second anachronism, which is 3,820. MMMDCCCXX in Roman numerals is the name of the super title of it, and it's called Introductory Notes. Now, it is completely silent, but for the white noise, the sources of which are the 3 fans that go about circulating the air, and I've got them all on at present, and that sometimes detracts from me other things that are cause them to have sound problems. I hope these don't have sound problems. So I hope you can hear me. The fans are going because it's always hot in this little hot box. The 3 fans that go about circulating the air, which is usually warm, but is today soothingly cool around in this place, my miniature home, a doll's house, and an air purifier that was stolen from a hotel several years ago. Does it matter that it wasn't by me? How I've no friends, not even local acquaintances. At some point, the local might become the only bunch of idiots who could be more than acquaintance. Am I still speaking of friends? So many definitions are in order. Stop stalling, in caps. The easy exceptions are the ones that are not here. The one, which I have ongoing regularly. Almost a sort of constant rapport and conversation I can see out of something that seems no less than an amazing surreality. A surreality that doesn't seem some sort of Dali landscape, but just surreal by virtue of being impossible to understand how it could be. Another hemisphere away for 3 solid years, nothing that seems abnormal, everything that seems, all caps, love, so much that seems. Here we can also call it surreality, something that can be suddenly and stiffeningly doubted. This can't be. We should be in the same room. We can't get beyond a plan that can be believed. 2 parties, having never met, proclaiming all caps love so soon. Legally stifled. Hell, I was essentially homeless until 4 years ago. This 4 years in an SRO has been fraught with reminders of the impossibilities from which one might at one point emerge. So, look at me. I'll look at you. I know that the plan is the thing. Know that I hear myself in future tense. Is it the same with you? From me? How else can virtual not remain virtual? When does a breakdown or realization occur? So, we still can motor along, but how strongly this motoring, the speed, the removal of the virtual, the unreal, into the smashing into each other, breaking some bones. To feel a bone broken by slamming into each other would be truth that is too alarming. But how else might we know we have it? I know that I'm a teasing pacifist, but is the world not teasing us? Am I really only a retailer of dreams? We both have to know, all caps. We must each know, all caps. I do. Do you? Maybe you do. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So laid back about death. Such vague, if non-existent, pain. Whisper, darling, the sweet nothings that when whispered, satiate. Feed me. I don't mind if it is a drug, if I can taste your finger. Drugs and fingers are real. They get me from here to there. Give me a rock to bite into, or a belief to believe so strongly that even if it is not believed by you, nor anybody else along the way, it will be nothing but firm. To me, concrete, no con. A plan that becomes a planet. A plan that is more than just a miniature universe. One in which universes, mostly believed by me, from all aspects of my past, meet. The plan of today meets nothing but reality. What a slogan. Shoot a cannon into an unclear tomorrow, and there may not even be a noise. Place a bomb of destruction or celebration inside a small non-virtual can was, say, reality. How can I say this? Tomorrow is real? How real it might be, will be, is. Come on over. The water is wet and it cleanses indefinitely, peeling off layer after layer of skin. I promise that I can possibly get you out of the water before we both disappear.